Cars heading out onto track then for the third race of the day for the BRSCC Mazda MX-5 SuperCup. And this is going to be an absolute belter. The result based on race number 2 from earlier on, but with the grid partially reversed. They do a draw among the leading runners to see how many cars will be reversed. It will be the top 7 that are reversed from the result of race 2. So the man who finished 7th in race 2 starts on pole. That is Simon Baldwin, number 116, the Masters class winner from earlier on. He's on pole, alongside him number 12 Declan Lee. On the second row, 24 James Cousins and number 69 Abby Eaton. Row 3, number 8 Sam Smith and 43 Jack Harding. On the fourth row, the man looking for a hat-trick, number 1 Luke Herbert, looking to take the championship lead this weekend, alongside Adam Bessel in the number 4. Then on row 5, got 29 Patrick Fletcher and 23 Martin Tolley. On the 6th row, number 5 John Langridge and number 17 Nick Dunn. Row 7, it's number 91, which is Jack Sycamore, and 223 Gary Townsend. Row 8, number 15 Clive Powells, the leading club class runner, and 55 Simon Fleets. Behind them, on row 9, we've got 96 Chris Richardson and number 107 of Sam Bailey. The 10th row, 99 Nick Rutter and number 70 Xavier Brook. The 11th row, number 10 Braden Fletcher and 66 Martin Heath. And behind them, we have 16 Matt Pickford and 36 David Henderson. Row 13 is number 19 Liz Walton, alongside her is 77 Seamus Heaney. Then we've got 112 David O'Reilly, number 26 Duncan Harris. At the back of the grid, 82 Michael Nibbs and 33 Kelvin Fletcher, who failed to finish the second race. Second race earlier on tempered a bit the action by wet weather and a wet track. Didn't stop Luke Herbert from recording his second win of the weekend. He's got to come through from the 4th row of the grid this time, at the top 7 from race 2 reversed. You remember how amazing race 1 was for these cars. This is going to be a real treat here at Donington Park, the final race of the weekend. I am really looking forward to this race. I'm sure all of you are too. Identical Mark III MX-5s racing over 15 minutes. Championship supported by Clapham North MOT. This is the car Abby Eaton is driving. The owner of Clapham North, George Grant, will normally be driving that machine. Led the Masters Championship after round 1 at Cadwell Park, but not able to race this weekend, so it'll be the likes of Martin Tolley and Clive Powells and Simon Baldwin, of course, fighting for the lead of the Masters Championship. Simon Baldwin on outright pole for this race. It's the orange and blue car, the grey car of Declan Lee alongside him. In the blue and orange car, we've got number 24 James Cousins, didn't get away in race 1. And Abby Eaton will be alongside him. Really love to see Abby, a former champion in this category, take a win here. She's done British GT. She's in the frame for a W Series drive as well. She's done so much for women in motorsport as Abby Eaton. Brilliant, talented driver. There's some very, very quick drivers in this field. There's Kelvin Fletcher, the white car at the back. Winner of Strictly Come Dancing, winner of British GT Championships, and a soap opera star as well. There can't be many people with a CV quite like it. Marshals depart the grid then. Thanks again to all our volunteer marshals this weekend for their services. Could not go racing without you. And we are ready for a cracking race once again from the BRSCC Mazda MX-5 Super Cup. The green flag is waved at the back of the grid. 15 minutes of racing about to get underway. Simon Baldwin on pole, Declan Lee alongside him. The revs rise and away they go. James Cousins tries to sprint through the middle, but it's a good start by Simon Baldwin. Leads the way down towards Redgate for the first time. A couple of cars leaning on each other slightly towards the back, but it's going to be Simon Baldwin who holds the lead. Abby Eaton moving to the inside in the red and white Clapham North car. Round Redgate corner they go, a couple of cars run wide onto the curbing. We've got a half spin there and somebody heading off. That's Michael Nibbs. Oh, he's having a terrible day, isn't he? But he saved it. Quite catch the number of the other car that went off there. We've got somebody going down the grass, the 99 car of Nick Rutter, that is. He'll rejoin at the back of the field. Leaders into the old hairpin. Simon Baldwin from Abby Eaton, Declan Lee in third place, and the rest flood through behind. Head up towards McLean's then with Simon Baldwin, the Masters class leader, just about holding his overall lead. Having a look at the inside there, that's James Cousins attacking Declan Lee for third place. Abby Eaton up into second position. Jack Harding trying to come through, and Sam Smith behind him in the white number 8 car. Luke Herbert stuck behind them at the moment, fighting with Adam Bessel. So Luke Herbert hasn't got the start he wanted. He's still mired in that traffic in the lower reaches of the top 10. Simon Baldwin has the lead as they head down the straights towards the chicane. Moving out to the left will be Declan Lee, moving to the inside Abby Eaton. There isn't room on the inside to come through though. Lee defending from Cousins for third place. Then we've got Jack Harding, Sam Smith, Luke Herbert still 7th. Adam Bessel is in 8th place as they cross the line for the first time. All in a line down the straight. Now they start to fan out for Redgate corner. Abby Eaton trying to go around the outside. Declan Lee could snatch second place here if he plays his cards right on the exits. Car running wide there, that was Sam Smith in the number 8. Led the championship coming into this weekend, but it's looking likely that it could well be Luke Herbert in the lead of the points when we leave Donington. Slower markers head through the top section of the circuit. Oh, we've got a tangle down at the Old Heaven. That's the leader. That's Simon Baldwin and Abby Eaton have come together. The leader has gone. What's happened there? Quite a bit of damage to the side panel on Simon Baldwin's car on the driver's side as well. So James Cousins is now in the lead in number 24. More cars running wide there. Sam Smith was one of them. Now trying to work out who the other car was that went off there. I couldn't quite see. We'll see what the order is as they come through. This is all playing into Luke Herbert's hand. He's up to third now. It's James Cousins who has the lead in the 24. Second, it's Jack Harding. Luke Herbert is third. That's Sam Smith who got back on in fourth place. Patrick Fletcher, I think that is, up into 5th position ahead of Adam Bessel. It must have been Declan Lee, the other car who ran wide up there. I would say Simon Baldwin is going to be out of the race given the damage on the side of his car. James Cousins leads the way, then Luke Herbert being bump drafted here by Sam Smith. They're attacked by Patrick Fletcher as well. The order is Cousins, Harding, Herbert, Smith, Fletcher, Bessel, Langridge in 7th. Jack Sycamore is in 8th place. Then Clive Powell's up to 9th, the club class leader. There's Simon Baldwin. He has got going again. I'm quite surprised at that. He's going again, but at the rear of the field. Abby Eaton's going again. She's 19th. And Simon Baldwin is 26th. Leaders through the old hairpin. Michael Nibbs setting the fastest lap. He's down in 17th. He went off at Redgate earlier on. Well, everybody's got going again after that incident. The only car we've lost is Nick Rutter, number 99. Leaders up through McLean's, and Jack Harding looking for his first win of the season. He missed the opening rounds at Cadwell, attacking our race leader, number 24, James Cousins. He's 4th in the championship points coming into this weekend. Sam Smith battling it out with Patrick Fletcher for 4th. Luke Herbert in 3rd place ahead of him. It's Adam Bessel. John Langridge is next in the order. Then we've got Jack Sycamore, the second of the white cars in there, as Smith defends from Fletcher in the 29. Jack Harding all over the back of James Cousins there as they come off the chicane. There's a bit of rubbing of bumpers between the two of them there. So Cousins holds the lead, 0.2 of a second ahead of Jack Harding. Pulling out there Patrick Fletcher, going for 4th place at the inside and taking 4th from Sam Smith, who's raced MX-5s of varying ages over his motorsport career. Fighting back as they go into Hollywood, trying to retake that 4th place from Fletcher. rest of the pack goes charging through. Down the hill they come, leaders into the old hairpin. Jack Harding with the fastest lap, 1:23.365 as the race starts to settle itself down. There's Abby Eaton with a bit of damage to the nose, which scored a glimpse of going through. That's number 10, Braden Fletcher, going through. Goes up the inside, Patrick Fletcher. Is he going to get through there? Surely not, on the inside of Sam Smith at entering McLean's line. No, Smith holds the place. I didn't think that was going to be a successful move. Adam Bessel on the attack as well, and there's Fletcher again attacking Sam Smith. There's a bit of needle creeping into their fight now for fourth. It's letting the top three get away slightly. Jack Sycamore chasing down Adam Bessel. Here comes Clive Powells. He's going well, the silver number 15 with the yellow bonnet stripes. It's behind John Langridge there. Patrick Fletcher again up the inside of Sam Smith. This time he gets the place away into the chicane over the curbs. Up into fourth. Adam Bessel will take advantage and move past Smith as well. He lost momentum through the chicane there trying to defend. Jack Sycamore in there as well in the number 91. Look at this for fourth place though. Letting the front three get away though. Still Cossins, Harding and Herberton running wide there. Who's that? I think that was Martin Tolley, the 23 car. Was battling with Clive Powells for 9th place. Just went wide over the gravel there. Got it going again. Here's the fight for fourth. James Cossins, the leader now, sets the fastest lap, 1:23.351. The hill towards McLean's. Luke Herbert just keeping a watching brief, watching for the other two to start swapping places ahead of him, because he knows they'll lose a bit of time and he'll be able to close up onto them. Jack Sycamore running well. He's in 6th position now, behind Sam Smith. Adam Bessel was very briefly up to 4th as they came through the chicane last time, showing us 4th on the timing screen for the last lap. He's dropped back again now. He's under fire from Clive Powells, running well in the number 15 car still. The club class runner, leading the class by some distance over Xavier Brook in second as Adam Bessel at the inside. Clive Powells around the outside. Can Powells hang on to it? No, he goes over the gravel there on the inside. He'll lose out to Nick Dunn in the number 17 there, and also through the middle. That's Martin Tolley on his recovery, I think the red and black car. Cousins still has the lead. Look at this, 3, it could be 4 wide down to Redgate, because coming through on the inside is Tolley. Car on the outside there is the number 96 of Chris Richardson, and round goes Powells. Well, something had to give there. You can't go 4 wide into Redgate, and off goes Clive Powells over the grass. There's no grip there because of the earlier rain. And he'll lose the lead of the club class. Xavier Brook, I think, will take that over, number 70. To the old hairpin they go with just over 7 minutes left. We're just past half distance in this one. They're chopping and changing places all the time here. They're loving every second of it. 24, that's the race leader, has run wide. James Cousins has run wide coming out of McLean's, and he's lost 2 places. Jack Harding leads, Luke Herbert in second. Is it getting slippery out there again? James Cousins ran wide there coming out of McLean's, got onto the dirt and has gone down to 3rd place. Now, it could soon be 7 cars for lead unless Jack Harding really gets his foot down here and pulls away from Luke Herbert. Harding looking for his first win of the year. Herbert second, there's Cousins, he'll be cursing himself there in that 24 car. One momentary mistake there, and he's down to 3rd. He's got Patrick Fletcher in the 29 on his tail now. 5th behind him is Smith, 6th is Sycamore. It's Patrick Fletcher having a go. He's having an aggressive drive here. Oh, there'll be a bit of rubbing there, I think, through Redgates. They lean on each other. Patrick Fletcher tries to go for the inside. He can't get the overlap on James Cousins. 4 cars run wide. They're all over each other. Simon Baldwin's in that group, who led from pole position but got into a tangle with Abby Eaton. Patrick Fletcher with the fastest lap. He's really driving his 29 car as hard as he dares. Heads up towards McLean's. Still Jack Harding. 4 cars now fighting it out for 2nd place. Luke Herbert, James Cousins, Patrick Fletcher and Sam Smith. Jack Sycamore gets rather elbowed wide there, fighting with John Langridge, the Mark 1 MX-5 Championship winner on a couple of occasions, if I remember rightly. Here come the leaders down the exhibition straight. 5.5 minutes of this still to go. This fast-paced, brutal, bruising at times race for the MX-5 SuperCup. Ready for James Cousins. You can see how aggressively he's driving. He's angry. He's frustrated with himself after losing the lead. Look at this further back. Coming in there, Chris Richardson ahead of Adam Bessel now. There's Nick Dunn. Behind them is Abby Eaton, and behind her, I think, was that Simon Baldwin? No, it wasn't. Anybody else up behind this group? Identify that car in a moment as they still squabble it out. It's 107 of Sam Bailey behind them, as Dunn runs out wide there through Redgate onto the curbs. There go your leaders. 6 of them together now. Jack Sycamore having dropped away, having been forced wide through McLean's. Next group coming through. 8th place is headed up by Martin Tolley. The rest of them come charging through behind him. Tolley in there, Chris Richardson, Adam Bessel, Nick Dunn, Abby Eaton. Declan Lee's dropped back into that group as well. He's dropped back from that. Was Adam Bessel in recent laps too. Here come the leaders, 4 minutes to go. Jack Harding's advantage was 1.7 seconds last time through. Can they reel him back in? Well, Sam Bailey all over the back of the 69 car of Abby Eaton there. Car running wide onto the grass there briefly. See the damage on the front of Abby Eaton's car there, the Clapham North car. On the inside, further back in the order, the number 12 of Declan Lee trying to fight back, battling with Nick Dunn. There's the 82 of Michael Nibbs as well. 1.4 seconds in it for the lead between Jack Harding and Luke Herbert. And you can tell all the time watching this, the drivers are loving every second of this. Our club class leader there, which is the number 70 of Xavier Brook in 18th overall, just ahead of Simon Fleet. There's Simon Baldwin, still trying to recover. He's 23rd at the moment. Shame he's not still up there fighting for the lead, held by Jack Harding, the Yorkshireman ahead of Luke Herbert. Cousins 3rd. Smith is now 4th. He's got ahead of Patrick Fletcher. Sam Smith in the white car there. 6th is John Langridge. Jack Sycamore 7th. They're a little more strung out now at the front of the field than they were. Herbert, let's see if he's catching Jack Harding. He did his personal best lap last time out. The gap was 1.443 seconds. Cousins is using a bit too much curb there. It's down to 1.143 this time, so he's decreased the lead by exactly 0.3 of a second, Luke Herbert. Adam Bessel passes Nick Dunn at the chicane. Chasing now Declan Lee. This is the fight for 11th place. There's Sam Bailey all over the back of Chris Richardson ahead of them. Abby Eaton chasing after Martin Tolley in the black number 23. This is for 8th position. Battles everywhere you look in this final race of the weekend for the MX-5 SuperCup. Continuing her recovery drive, she'd have dearly loved to have been battling for the lead, but tangled with Simon Baldwin, chasing Martin Tolley. He's leading the Masters division in 8th place. There's Clive Powell's on his recovery drive. 1.1 seconds in it last time through for the leader. We'll see if Luke Herbert is closing any more on Jack Harding. They were great rivals for the championship last season. Luke Herbert now a 3-time champion in this division. Midfield group heads onto the exhibition straight, and Eaton all over the back of Martin Tolley here. So the first group of 7 have escaped this lot. Martin Tolley some 7 seconds back on the lead group. Here they are. The first 5 have broken away now. Jack Harding from Luke Herbert. The gap is down to 0.8 of a second. There's only 40 seconds on the clock, so we're on the last lap now. Can Jack Harding hang on? Is Luke Herbert going to catch him? Closed in by 0.3 of a second. He's closing by 0.3 of a second a lap, so I think he's just going to come up short here, Luke Herbert, unless Harding makes a mistake. Luke Herbert throws it through the old hairpin there, taking the curb on the inside. 3rd place is still James Cousins ahead of Sam Smith. Fletcher 5th. There's number 91 Jack Sycamore trying to chase down John Langridge for 6th position. Up through McLean's for the last time. On the last lap of the weekend here at Donington Park, and what an amazing weekend of racing it has been from the Mazda MX-5 SuperCup and the Mark 1 Championship as well. Is it going to be Harding or Herbert, the 2019 rivals, at it again here at Donington? They had an amazing meeting here last autumn. Here they come then, and look at this for third as well. 3 of them going at it. So that's Cousins, Smith and Fletcher. Is Herbert getting close enough? He's snaking about under braking. He's not quite going to do it. I don't think he's trying to throw it up the inside. I think Jack Harding's going to hang on. Is Herbert going to pop out of the slipstream here on the run to the line? He's not going to get close enough. It's going to be a win for Jack Harding ahead of Luke Herbert, and it's going to be 3 wide for third place, almost in the style of the Legends race earlier on. 3 of them 3 wide across the line. James Cousins got the third place ahead of Sam Smith and Patrick Fletcher according to the timing screen. Three of them covered by less than 3/10 of a second there. James Cousins got the third place ahead of Sam Smith and Patrick Fletcher. What a sensational race to round off our weekend of Mazda action. Jack Harding wins on his comeback, but Luke Herbert with 2 wins and a second will be challenging, if not in, the championship lead held by Sam Smith. I need a cold shower. This is the pack across the line. The Masters division is won by Martin Tolley in 9th place. Abby Eaton did get past him in the end. And the club class won by Xavier Brook in number 70. In 17th place, Clive Powell's just failed to catch him on the last lap, recovering from that off at Redgate. We'll check out the result then of our final Mazda MX-5 SuperCup race of the weekend. Jack Harding the winner by 0.3 of a second ahead of Luke Herbert. James Cousins third, just ahead of Sam Smith and Patrick Fletcher. Jack Sycamore in 6th ahead of John Langridge. Then Abby Eaton recovering from that tangle for 8th place ahead of Martin Tolley, the Masters winner. Michael Nibbs rounding out the top 10 despite a couple of rounds. Well, final action of the weekend. I've run out of voice, so I will say thank you very much indeed to all our viewers for listening. Thanks to all the volunteer marshals for their service this weekend, the medics, the recovery crews and everybody else. Most of all, thank you to you, the viewers, for watching here today at Donington Park. That's about all from me, Dave Goddard. Thank you very much indeed for listening. I'll hand you over to Ian Waterhouse shortly for the interviews and the final word, but it's goodbye from me.
Later on in the season as well, namely British GT and British Formula 3 Championships back here in Leicestershire, because they've already had a meeting earlier on in the season. A spectacular victory. Was it last weekend for the Bentley? Yeah, okay, only last weekend. So what, just a month later, 5 weeks on, over the weekend of the 19th and 20th of September will be British GT and British Formula 3 Championships, plus all the regular support races. The Bennett's British Superbike Championship is here around Donington, weekend of the 2nd, 3rd and 4th of October. And for all the other details as far as Donington Park is concerned and its calendar, you can go to doningtonpark.msv.com/calendar, doningtonpark.msv.com/calendar for all the planned events. And obviously there's been a fair few changes along the way, what with this pandemic and whatever, but at least plenty of racing planned before the end of the year. There's even a single venue state rally expected at the end of the season, 6th of December, but all the details are on the Donington Park website. A delight. Thank you for working so hard and thank you for being out of trouble. That's been a pleasure. I say as always, unfortunately, we don't get to work together that often circumstances. Sadly not. We kind of get put into sort of lead roles, which is an honour at different circuits, don't we? So it means we don't get our paths crossing as much as I'd like. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you so much for your support as well. Thank you for keeping me relatively sane, the same as I can be. Especially as I'm hoping that they'll be with you in the long 24 hours.
raced since last season. We missed the first round. Probably this is the only round we're going to do this year, and then try and work on a full season next year. But yeah, new car, ended up going off in the first race and a bit of contact, and didn't go great. And then second race, managed to get second, and I thought, right, I just want to do that next step now. But no, we got a good start. There was a little bit of carnage in front, which got me up to second. The car felt really slow when I was behind the cars. I think it was overheating, so I knew I needed to get past him as soon as I can, and passed him, and then luckily managed to pull away. And then last few laps, the fourth gear went. I saw Luke just catch me more and more. I just couldn't get into
I was going to say, it looked like you're fairly in control. Like you said,
I
realised your
was
fourth
fine
gear
for a while, yeah, and then I was fine for a while, and then Luke just got straight onto the back of me. I just couldn't change gear properly. So no, massive thanks to AK Motorsport. They've done a great job with the car, and family, partner, everything. It's amazing.
Top job. Well done. Jack Harding, your race winner there. Fantastic stuff. Right, well, that's it, isn't it, from Donington Park? That is all the action wrapped up. Jack Harding winning the final race of the weekend with the MX-5 SuperCup. Really hope you've enjoyed all of the coverage. It's been a real pleasure. I'm going to sign off now. I'm not so sure. We might be heading back to Dave Goddard, but it's been a real pleasure, and I hope you've enjoyed the show.